good morning or good evening. I hope you are all always well. I'm Lulu. These are my daily stories. I hope you share the happiness with every adventure I have with my friend Marshmallow. Here we go. There was something very mysterious happening in the bathroom. Lulu had noticed it a few days ago. Every time she took a bath, the little green rubber frog named Winston would not be where she left him. At first, she assumed it was just her imagination. But last night, Winston had ended up on top of the shampoo bottle, balancing like a daredevil. And she was certain she didn't put him there. Now, Lulu sat cross-legged in the hallway, notebook in hand, wearing goggles on her head and a towel cape on her shoulders. "This is officially strange," she muttered. "Marshmallow, we are dealing with a bathtub ghost." Marshmallow sat in the doorway like a sentry, tail twitching. He wasn't a fan of baths, but he did enjoy mysteries. That evening, Lulu prepared a trap. She lined the edge of the bathtub with all the usual suspects: Winston the frog, Sally the duck, Admiral Squirt the whale, and one very suspicious googly-eyed soap dish she called Mr. Blinks. She positioned them just so Winston slightly tilted toward the faucet like he was plotting an escape. Then, she set up her surveillance, a stack of books and a toy phone with a cracked camera lens. "Operation Bubble Watch is live," she whispered. From the hallway, Marshmallow gave a silent meow of encouragement or judgment. It was hard to tell. The bath was ordinary. Bubbles. Squeaky toys. A few songs about dolphins that Lulu made up on the spot. Then came the test. She carefully dried off, set Winston on the far end of the tub exact center between shampoo and conditioner, and marched out with Marshmallow at her side. "Now," she said dramatically, "we wait." They waited. And waited. And then, thump, Lulu and Marshmallow leapt up at the same time. Back in the bathroom, Winston had moved. He was floating sideways in the middle of the tub. The other toys were untouched. Lulu gasped. "He's been possessed." Marshmallow pawed at the rug in confusion. Determined to get to the bottom of it, Lulu put on her robe and turned detective. She examined Winston. No slime. No ghostly glow. Just a cheerful frog with a mischievous smile. Then she spotted it. The tub had a tiny slope. Just enough that, when water dripped from the faucet overnight, it slowly pushed Winston into a floaty adventure across the porcelain sea. Lulu squinted at the faucet. A single plink of water fell into the tub. And Winston wiggled. She turned to Marshmallow. "It's not a ghost," she whispered. "It's drip current." Marshmallow blinked as if to say, "I was onto that the whole time." Later, Lulu presented her findings to her mom in the kitchen, using a spoon and a cup to demonstrate water dynamics. And so the ghost wasn't a ghost at all, but a wandering frog on the currents of faucet drips. Her mom, wiping counters, nodded slowly. I see. And what are we calling this new theory? Drip tide travel, Lulu said confidently, patent pending. And Winston? Retired. Too many close calls. Her mom laughed. You and that cat of yours really do find trouble in the most unexpected places. From the corner, Marshmallow sat with his back turned, tail flicking like a skeptical professor. That night, as Lulu soaked in a new bubble bath, this time supervised by Marshmallow from the counter, she let Winston float freely, no longer suspicious of his sudden journeys. Instead, she imagined him on a tiny cruise, waving to duck tourists and dancing at soap foam discos. Bon voyage, Captain Winston, she said, giving him a gentle nudge. Marshmallow flicked his tail. And don't worry, Lulu whispered to him, tomorrow we're investigating the case of the vanishing cereal marshmallows. Marshmallow's ears perked up. Adventure awaited.